When Amina found a mysterious note tucked inside her bag, she had no idea it would lead to a conversation that would challenge her beliefs and change someone's heart forever. Amina had always been strong in her faith. Moving abroad for higher studies was difficult, but she had made a firm decision. I will respect others, but I won't compromise my values. Then came February. The air on campus buzzed with excitement. Valentine's Day was approaching. Heart-shaped decorations filled the halls, chocolates lined every store shelf, and couples whispered about their grand plans. One day a classmate turned to her and asked, "So, do you celebrate Valentine's?" Amina smiled gently. Love isn't about a single day. True love is about sincerity, loyalty, and commitment. Still, she felt a bit out of place. She wondered, is love really so shallow that it needs a special day to be celebrated? What about the love that values sincerity, loyalty, the kind of love Allah speaks about in the Quran? She reminded herself, in Islam we have clear boundaries. A man and a woman who are non-mahram must interact with modesty and respect. Tell the believing men to lower their gaze and guard their private parts. That is purer for them. Indeed, Allah is all aware of what they do. And tell the believing women to lower their gaze and guard their private parts and not expose their adornment. Surah An-Nur. These boundaries weren't restrictions. They were protections, guarding dignity, preserving hearts, and keeping love pure and halal. That evening, as she unpacked her bag, something caught her eye. A small, folded piece of paper. "Meet me at the cafe at 4 p.m. I have something important to tell you. Your admirer." Her heart skipped a beat. Who could have written this? Was it a joke? Should I go? After a silent prayer, she made a decision, not out of curiosity but to set things right. At 4 p.m. she walked into the cafe. Her eyes scanned the room. And then, she saw him. Hamza, a classmate. He was sitting at the corner table, nervously fidgeting with a small box. She took a deep breath and walked over. "Hamza, you wrote the note." His face turned red. "Yeah. I needed to talk to you." He slowly slid the small box across the table. "Open it." Inside was a delicate bracelet. "I admire you, Amina. You're different. You hold on to your beliefs, no matter what. And I like that about you." Amina blinked, caught off guard. She had always seen Hamza as a respectful classmate, nothing more. Carefully, she closed the box and placed it back on the table. "Hamza," she said softly but firmly, "I need to be honest with you. Love in Islam isn't about secret meetings or surprise gifts. It's about sincerity and respect, about following a path that brings blessings, not regret." Then she gently recited, "And among his signs is this, that he created for you mates from among yourselves, that you may dwell in tranquility with them. And he has placed between your hearts love and mercy." Surah Ar-Rum. Real love, she continued, isn't about a moment. It's about a lifetime. If someone truly cares, they choose the halal path. Even the Prophet Muhammad warned us not to imitate non-Islamic customs. He said, "Whoever imitates a people is one of them." Hamza frowned slightly. "But Amina, love is natural. Shouldn't people express their feelings before involving families? How can you marry someone you barely know?" Amina paused. He had a point. "Islam doesn't forbid knowing someone," she said calmly, "but it sets boundaries. If someone is sincere, they'll seek the right way. Halal love isn't about avoiding feelings, it's about protecting them." Hamza leaned forward, conflicted. "So, what if someone genuinely wants to do things the right way? Would you still say no?" Then came the twist. Hamza sighed. "Amina, I wasn't just asking you out. I was planning to speak to your family about a marriage proposal. But I was scared. I didn't know if you'd even consider it." Amina's eyes widened. This wasn't just a casual confession. He had thought about it seriously. She smiled gently. "Hamza, if that's truly your intention, then take the right steps. Speak to my family. Approach this in a way that pleases Allah. That's the only way this can work." For the first time, Hamza looked relieved. But Amina's voice softened. "Hamza, tell me something. Do you think a person's love can ever be greater than the love of Allah?" Hamza blinked. "What do you mean?" She took a deep breath. "If our love for someone leads us away from Allah, can it ever bring real happiness? Allah's love is greater than any haram relationship, because it is pure, unconditional and everlasting. People change. Feelings fade. But Allah's love? It never leaves us. Hamza fell silent. Amina continued. And those who believe are stronger in love for Allah. Surah Al-Baqarah. The love of a person might bring joy for a moment. But the love of Allah? It brings peace. Forever. Hamza sighed deeply. He had never thought of love that way before. A few weeks later, Amina received a message. I spoke to my mother about approaching your family properly. You were right. True love is about honor, not secrecy. And Allah's love is the only love that lasts forever. Thank you for making me realize that. Soon after, Hamza reached out to Amina's father, expressing his sincere intentions. That night, as Amina sat quietly reading the Quran, her eyes landed on a verse. And do not approach unlawful sexual intercourse. Indeed, it is ever an immorality and as evil as a way. Surah Al-Isra. She smiled softly. Islam's boundaries weren't restrictions. They were blessings. Whether or not Hamza was meant to be part of her future, Amina knew one thing. She had helped guide someone toward a deeper, truer understanding of love in Islam. Because real love isn't about fleeting gestures. It's about devotion, sincerity, and choosing the path that brings you closer to Allah.